What's up, everybody? How you doing? How you guys doing? Good. Thank you all for coming out today. I'm so happy to have you. Nice crowd. I like it. Welcome to True Talk. I'm your host and producer, John Cancio. Today we have a good show. We have a packed-up show, 3 segments, so don't go anywhere. Don't change the dial. And we have a nice packed-up studio audience that has a lot to say, I hope. Yeah. I like you guys. Jeez, you guys are my favorite. I like it. First up on the show, we have Ron Byrne. Welcome Ron Byrne to the show, everyone. Thank you for being here, Ron.
It's great to be here.
And you are from Umbrella.
I am. I'm from Umbrella.
And that's an organization, a program involving seniors. So tell me a little bit about that.
Umbrella is a nonprofit agency that was founded about 11 years ago. And our total purpose actually is to help senior citizens continue to live in their own homes. I think the things that make Umbrella unique are, first and foremost, its workforce. The workers that we have are primarily retirees who go out and help senior citizens with odd jobs around their house or getting them to the doctors or going grocery shopping for people who are homebound. Whatever we need to do in order to help that individual or that couple in some cases stay independent, stay in their own homes and have some...
So helping seniors age in their homes.
Yeah. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Now, I've heard you use the phrase seniors helping seniors.
Yeah. The majority of the people who are the workers are retirees themselves. Not totally. I mean, about 87%.
So they are volunteers. They don't get paid?
Some do and some don't.
Okay. Does it mostly consist of volunteers?
It's about 80-20. Okay. 80-20. Now, the average age of the workforce is 63, but you don't have to be a senior citizen to work for Umbrella. It's just that, you know, most people who are younger have other things they need to do, notably like make money. And so it's a great thing for a retiree to do to help another senior citizen get along from day to day.
Okay, so as the director of Umbrella, what do you do?
Well, basically we arrange services for 600 homes in 4 counties, 24 hours a day. People call, we get hundreds of phone calls every week about the needs of these various households and you know, if they need a plumber or they need somebody to take them to the doctor or just basically manage all of the service delivery that goes on from day to day.
So handymen.
Handymen, 118 handymen. They go out and do everything from paint a living room to fix a door, change a doorknob, put a new light switch in, trim your rose bush.
Wow.
The thing is that as people get older, they very much like to stay in their own homes, but sometimes they're challenged, like either physically they're no longer able to do some of the things that they could do when they were younger, or in some cases medically it's not prudent for them to do them. And so they can call an organization like Umbrella and ask for a handyman to come out and help them, and it removes the stress of trying to stay in a house when maybe physically it's a little bit difficult for you to maintain it.
Okay, and sometimes do they not have, you know, children who are there for them to help them?
I think it's like everything else. When I grew up in Chicago, when I left Chicago, I was 27, and my mother was bulletproof. When my mother passed away, I was 56, and I lived 800 miles away from her. I think what happens is families kind of naturally spread out. You know, the kids go and seek their way in the world, and it doesn't mean that they're always going to live in the same neighborhood their parents do. And so sometimes they do have families, but they're very extended. And so they call upon Umbrella to help them out. You know, if their family was closer, I'm sure they'd do it, but sometimes they just can't. There are other people in Umbrella who have no families at all, and they count on Umbrella completely.
Okay, so you are currently looking for volunteers.
Never-endingly looking for volunteers, yes.
So 118 handyman is not enough?
No.
Not enough?
I had 218
How many houses do you serve normally?
600 of them in 4 counties.
Oh, okay.
In Schenectady proper, there are 210 homes. And the handyman ranks are about, oh, I'd say around 60 guys and ladies work over here. Now, the kinds of things that people can do, it's really kind of a nice job. We ask you what you're good at. You know, are you good at house cleaning? Are you good at window washing? Can you mow a lawn? Can you paint? Can you do carpentry? What are you good at? And then we ask you, like, how often would you like to do the things that you're good at? Can you give us 2 hours a week? Can you give us 2 hours a day?
And I know you personally are a handyman yourself.
No, I am not.
You're not?
No, I was, ironically enough, when I started Umbrella, my wife's immortal words were, "You don't take care of our house, how are you going to take care of the houses of all these people?"
That's a good point. That is a good point.
Yeah. It also happens to be the truth. Ironically enough, I was in video for a very long time. And I just had this feeling that I personally maybe need to know how to do everything, but I needed to find people who did. And so when you use retirees as your principal workforce, they have a lifetime of skill. And all I'm really doing is matching up somebody who needs something with somebody who knows how to do it, has the time to do it, and has the want to do it. And so if there's people watching this program who feel like they would, enjoy helping a senior get along, well,
so where do I start? If I want to volunteer, where do I start? How does someone volunteer?
You can come into our office, which is at 509A Union Street, or you can call, and the number is 346-5249, or you can email us, just volunteer@theumbrella.org. Any of those three ways will do it. Oh yeah, and we're in the phone book. Just look under Umbrella. I think we're the only umbrella in the white pages, so you can find us pretty easy.
Okay, and you have a website as well, right?
We do. Everybody has a website, right?
Everybody has a website. That's true.
www.theumbrella.org.
Okay. Well, it sounds like it's a really helpful organization.
Yeah, I think it does. It definitely helps people to extend the amount of time they're able to live safely and independently in their own homes. And our hope is that every Umbrella member gets to live their entire life safely and independently in their own home.
And how did you get involved with Umbrella?
My mother fell down and broke her hip, and that sort of stopped everything. And so the idea of seniors helping seniors was really one of the things that helped my mom. A lot of retired people in her neighborhood kind of came to the rescue. They drove her to rehab, they mowed her lawn, they went grocery shopping for her, they did a lot of things for her. And that idea, that notion, is really, that experience really is something that I draw upon every day, because it helped my mother and me and our family to get through a really rough patch of road when she hurt herself.
Did you have a background?
Huh?
Did you have a background
None.
in any previous programs?
Never.
No.
I've never taken a class
so you
in
just
business.
Jumped right into it.
I did. I quit my job and started Umbrella.
Wow. So you started Umbrella.
I did. Well, I started with a friend of mine.
Okay.
And we both quit our job and started Umbrella.
So co-founders.
Co-founders, yep.
Okay. Does anyone have a question for? Sure. Stand on up.
How does a senior, who's not familiar with Umbrella, how they find out what Umbrella does and know about the telephone number and how to make contact for help?
Okay, well, you can call us, okay, 346-5249, or you can come by 509A Union Street in Schenectady, right at the corner of Union and J. I mean, that's a block away from here. And anytime, Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, and we'll be happy to answer any questions you'd like to ask. And the ways that you can help out are, just think of something that you would enjoy doing for another person, and we try to match you up with somebody who needs that done. Okay.
Any other questions?
Actually, I have two questions. One is a real big one. How is Umbrella funded? And the other is, how does a senior qualify for Umbrella? How do they go to get the services?
It's a good question. I'm going to answer the second one first. I mean, I think a lot of people might assume that this is a program that's just for the poor. Well, it's not. We all get older, whether we're rich or we're poor, and we all face challenges towards the end of our life that maybe make us think like, well, I should get rid of the house or I should get out of here. So Umbrella serves everybody. We don't really, care what your income level is. How are we funded, she asks. We receive some support from the county. We do fundraisers. We write grants. We ask people to donate money to Umbrella. We are indeed a nonprofit. So we fundraise the ways, I guess, all nonprofits traditionally do. And it's always a struggle. I mean, you know, every year you wonder if you're going to make it for another year. But so far we've made it for 11 years, and I'm hoping we can make it for another 11. You know, we'll see.
Well, thank you very much for coming on and educating us on this. Thank you very much, everyone. With Ron Burns. I also wanted to mention that in the audience today we have, I have to call you out, we have a former mayor of Schenectady, Frank Ducey. He was mayor of Schenectady for 16 years, so he's here today. Thank you very much for supporting me, Frank, coming to the show. Thank you.
I think it's a great program.
Thank you. And thank you, Ron, for coming. We'll be right back with another segment.